Hey,
He's sick, and my hair is wet,
and
so
we
that might affect
and we
things.
both have black shirts.
And we're both wearing black shirts. And we're going to try to keep this one to 4 minutes because the last one have been they've been really long. They've
Real
just been really long, and
10,
15
10
minutes, that's a
minutes, like
lot.
an internet and the internet universe. 10 minutes is like it's like
60 years.
it's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long
It's
time.
longer than I spend doing anything.
Yes, yes, it is significantly longer than I spend doing most things. So
So Amber and Ben, what is today's question?
today's question is, how do you start meditating? I think starting meditating is easy. It's continuing to meditate that's the tricky thing. I personally have never been terribly successful at having like a long, ongoing meditation practice. But I think the thing to remember is that sitting down and closing your eyes and quote unquote meditating for an hour isn't the only way to do it. You can consider doing the dishes can be meditative. Driving your car, if you're not, hollering at the assholes in front of you, that can be meditative. Writing can be
I
meditative.
I I like hollering at the assholes in front
Well,
of me.
yeah, that's
That
his
helps.
meditation. Yelling at jerks is the way that he
It's like
meditates.
you say fuck you, and it's like this inner ohm that just sort of
Mhm.
comes up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The inner ohm for New York Jewish people.
I'm not a New
He's
York
not a New
Jew.
York
I'm not
Jew, but you
even a
remind
Jew.
me of one. That is
I hear
what
that a
I
lot.
think
Do I
every
look like
time I look at
Am
you.
I a New York Jew?
He has a little bit. You got the schnoz for it,
I got
and
per,
the facial expressions and the general
the
attitude
personality
and the
defect.
quickly to spring up middle finger.
So meditating. Can I weigh in?
Yeah, please. That's why you're here.
I have a friend who does this weird stuff called Black Diamond Buddhism, which I don't disapprove of, but this is what he told me. He says, sit in a quiet place, cross your legs, cross your right leg in front of your left for some, who hell knows, and then put your hands on your knees and sit up straight with your chin lifted up a little bit like this. Who the hell knows why? And listen to sounds without judgment, which I think is the key.
Yeah.
Listening and taking in the information around you. You don't even need to have your eyes closed. Is without judgment is hard just to take that in. Also what is difficult is the Buddha said, or at least they said the Buddha said, right? They said the thing that said the thing.
Keep it moving. We're at like 2:43.
Okay, so he said that if you can take 4 breaths without a thought, you're getting somewhere.
Nice.
Usually I average like 50 thoughts a breath at least, because
that's how the brain works.
Because I'm apparently from the East Coast and I'm a Jew, and that's what they do over there. So yeah, there's that, and okay.
I feel like we're totally the wrong people to be answering this question. The interesting thing here is actually my boyfriend had a meditation practice for 10 years straight. He meditated every day for a decade, which blows my mind. And like every time he says that, my brain just explodes. So I never actually ask him how he did that. But I think it's really just, meditation is to help you release judgment in your life. It's to help you become more mindful. It's to help you become more present in your everyday.
Mean?
Mindful means sitting here and we're just making a video right now. We're talking about meditation. That is what we're doing. I don't know if your brain is jumping to 17 different places, but if you're thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future, you're not being mindful. If you're thinking about what's happening right here in this moment, you're being mindful. I don't know if that's the precise definition. Like, don't take my word on that.
Okay.
But that's what I think of.
I'm going to talk about jiu-jitsu again.
Okay.
So, and chess. I think chess and jiu-jitsu were my 2 meditations. I don't know what it is about chess, but I play chess, and it's like, I think the addictive quality of it is this sort of, it does bring you into the present. And I think I think we become, in jiu-jitsu they say to bow before you get on the mat, and the idea is that you're emptying your cup. It's like if you have a full cup of crap and you're bowing and all the stuff falls out, and you walk on the mat and you're suddenly free of all of that for like an hour. It is a meditation. It is in the present, and it's almost like the analogy about if you plant a tree in like good earth and you water it and it gets sunlight, it'll grow. Well, the human soul is very much the same way. I didn't think of that. Carl Rogers did, but and that's true with meditation. I think it's important to get rid of all the mental toxins for a little
Mhm.
while so that you can grow in a different way, in a new way.
That is an excellent point. I really like that.
Yeah, she likes that. That's
like that.
uncommon that
That's true. I
she
don't like
likes the
much.
things that I say. And
That's a good one. I like it.
and then also in jiu-jitsu itself, people go there to fight and people go there to dance, and you can tell the difference between the two people. And the ones that go there to dance, it's like there's a certain meditation in it. It looks like Tai Chi if done right, and not really germane to the subject, but the people that do the dance and the meditation are the ones that destroy the fighters. They like completely kill them, which is a victory of Gnostic knowledge to see.
That was a good phrase. I'm going to compliment you more. The victory of Gnostic knowledge.
She's going to compliment me more.
What
the fuck is world coming to?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not compliment
Pigs are flying. There's pork in the trees. That's what's happening now. I have one more thought about the meditation.
Oh,
pork in the trees, flying. See.
Right. It was like saying that's not normal to happen. That wouldn't normally happen.
No,
you wouldn't normally see a pig flying.
No, you would not. That is not a thing that would often happen.
I understand.
Yes. My point was going to be that another way, weirdly enough, pain can be a meditation. Okay, so here's my story. I had like the worst cramps of my life about a couple of days ago. And, you know, I was out at a restaurant. It was like 9:00 at night. I was having dinner and I could barely breathe. And so, you know, after about 5 minutes of being really pissed off at the world because this is terrible timing and this hurts and why is this happening to me? I remembered that if you can feel the sensation without judging it as good or bad, pain changes and it does become more like a wave, and you can actually sort of enter a meditative state with the pain because the pain is keeping you very focused. You can't really do much else when you're in that much pain. So it's just sort of breathing with it and realizing that it is just sensation. There's nothing inherently good or bad about that sensation. We just, you know, we automatically attribute bad things to pain. That's literally what pain means. It means bad things are happening to you, but you can refocus that. And, you know, honestly, it's still kind of painful, but it's like an automatic meditation if you remember to do that. And the beauty of it then is that once the pain actually stops, because luckily cramps do stop eventually, it's like everything is blissful, which I think is sometimes where people are trying to get with meditation. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it's a rebirth.
It is, because you're like, this is what life feels like without that kind of pain. And suddenly, like, the birds are chirping and the sun is shining and there's like a chorus of heavenly angels doing a little kick line behind you. It's great.
That's funny. Well, it is 7 minutes and 58 seconds.
We meant to keep it at 4. We tried.
Goodbye.
Bye.